Miss Scott, is it okay? Appreciate it.
We're live, guys. All right, we're live. Yay! All right. Welcome, everyone. Let's take a deep breath in. Okay, so we're ready to get started. Welcome to the 7th annual Ursuleen A. Scott Scholarship Musicale. It is the 7th, but it may be longer. We started counting 7 years ago, right? My name is Sharon Salvador, and I'm the Director of Development here at the New York School of the Arts. I'm also liaison to the board. I wish to acknowledge some of our board members that are here. If you don't mind standing for me. The ones already standing. Mr. Charles. Board of Trustees, our staff, our faculty, and our students, I'm honored to welcome you to New York School of the Arts. We are the cornerstone of the arts education here in Newark. We're founded by 2 Newark school teachers, Mr. Saunders Davis and Stella Labs, to provide high quality, sequential, and affordable training in music, dance, drama, and visual arts, as well as media arts. We provide this service to all students regardless of talent, age, or financial position. We serve over 800 students a year, and we offer financial aid and scholarships to students who qualify, which is the reason why we're here today, right? The late Mrs. Ursuleen A. Scott was born and raised here in Newark, where she nurtured and raised 12 children. A passionate music lover, Ms. Scott played 7 musical instruments. She demonstrates what NSA students look like today. We're happy that our Board of Trustees President, Ms. Lori A. Scott Pickens, her daughter, as well as her brothers, sisters, along with grandchildren, great-grandchildren, have chosen to honor Mrs. Scott every year with this annual event on the first Sunday of June every year. Our event features student performances by Ursuleen Scott Scholarship recipients at various stages of musical development. We support and wish the family of the late Miss Ursuleen Scott much success in their efforts and increased opportunities for scholarships here at New York School of the Arts. So all the proceeds from this event will provide scholarships for students from Newark who wish to learn to play the piano, the violin, the cello, and voice. We hope that you enjoy today's performances. For posterity, if you don't mind, Lori, may I read your mom's bios?
Okay.
May I?
Yeah, please.
So Ms. Ursuleen A. Scott, because she's notoriously camera shy, the picture on your cover of your program is her image, right? It represents her spirit. Ms. Ursuleen A. Scott was the youngest of 4 children, born on August 21st, 1930, where she lived her entire life in Newark, New Jersey until her death in June of 2012. She grew up in the North Ward of the city, where she attended several elementary schools and graduated from Barringer High School. She also attended Rutgers University. She met and married James Scott and raised 12 children. At the time of her passing, she left 19 grandchildren, 12 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. Being responsible as well as being creative was important to her. Education, music, and sports played a major role in raising her children. She encouraged them to also be active and engaged. In fact, all of her children were exposed to music. She would tell them, if you can play an instrument, you will always be employed. Music played the most dominant role in her life. Ms. Ursuleen played several instruments: the violin, the viola, the cello, French horn, piano, and the organ. She gave piano and voice lessons to children and adults alike, and she also played the organ in several funeral homes around the city. Ursuleen appreciated all genres of music: classical, jazz, R&B, pop, rock, and hip hop. Her apartment served as a place where struggling artists could have rest and a meal. Along with her husband, she also entertained musicians in her home, including James Moody, Carl Anque, Chick Williams, Billy Flips, Howard Scott Sadiq, Eddie Young, Roy Hamilton, and Al Hilbert. Among many phrases that Ursuleen will be remembered for, this one is chief among them: music soothes the savage beast. It is one that many of us agree is true. At least when people are singing, dancing, or watching a performance, they are all enjoying themselves. So that's Mrs. Ursuleen Scott for you. And we thank you for being here. We will now present our board chair, Ms. Lori A. Scott Pickens, who will welcome you.
Andrea, for what you've done. You almost got me almost tearful because there's not much more that I can say as you talk about my mother and what the scholarship means to my family. I am happily joined here by my brother Zachary, my baby brother Evan, my sister Pamela, who will be performing, my niece Peyton, and my niece Patricia. I call her Big Baby. Don't read into that. But I'm also grateful for friends and family who are watching. I know my sister Pearline Gibbons, my daughter Dr. Therese Pickens, who's been instrumental in the planning of this event over the years, is watching along with other family and friends. I'm gonna do this. My roommate from 50 years ago, I just found out. My college roommate is here, Charlene Ellis. So I just want to say thank you. And then I have other family and friends here in the audience. Karina Gradell, Art Maccabee. I have to go back and thank Devon Sanders, a fellow board member, for all that he has done. But for all of you that have shown up here today, Gail Cushney-Bell, it means a lot to our family. We are very serious about this scholarship fund. We want to provide this opportunity for individuals who are unable to afford to pay for lessons. Stanley and Azaria are like they are nurturing students. They're nurturing students who've been with this from the beginning. So to just see them progress is impressive to us. So I want to encourage you all to give. For those of you who registered or have been involved with this event prior to today, there's a QR code. You can go right on there. Every Drew knows because it gives to us every year. You can go on there and you can go to that QR code and you can go make a donation. And we are grateful and we are accepted of anything that you do, no matter how big or small. This event over years has raised up to more than $7,000. So think about that for students who never had to pay. This is important to us, so whatever you do is important and we welcome it and we're grateful for it. So my brother Zachary is right here. He probably is getting sick and tired of me saying this. My baby brother Evan G, my sister Pamela, my niece Peyton, and my niece baby Patricia. So without further ado, we're going to get this party started. So I'm going to bring Patricio Molina up front.
We're going to welcome Pamela and daughter of Ursuleen Scott to give us
some remarks. I'm sorry, Pam. It's my older sister. I could be in trouble later on. But no, Pamela is going to give some remarks. I'm sorry. Nerves. Blame it on my head and not my heart.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay. Welcome. Thank you.
There's a couple of things for me. First and foremost, I started playing the piano when I was 6. And then we didn't have a piano. And then when I was 10, in order for you to play music in the city of Newark, you had to take a test to sing or to play an instrument. And once you pass that test, then you would go to the next step. And so, violin is the instrument that I took. Not the flutophone, and that's not to knock the flutophone out, but the violin. So when I was 10 years old, I started playing the violin. From 10 to 14. And then I got stupid. Quote, stupid. What do I mean by that? Sometimes when you're a teenager, you don't see the things that are important coming down the road. And you give up things that you probably should hold on to. And so I stopped playing when I finished 9th grade. I had played, not solo, but I played in the school orchestra, which at Clinton Place Junior High. As Deb can tell you, that was a big thing to go to junior high then. So to be in the senior orchestra was if we played major music. Liszt, Schumann, Tchaikovsky, the Russian sailors. We played all that music with a concert violinist in the orchestra. That was done in the city of Newark. We need that back in every single school system in this state. You guys gotta fight for it. You gotta fight for it. When Murphy was running for office, and at that art school in East Orange, those kids told Phil Murphy, we need our music program. We want to keep our music program. We want to know that you're not cutting it out. They were passionate and serious. We need music. Now, in this day and time, I'm a student here. And some of the kids that are in this room right now, Nicole and Sebastian, they're my peers. Most people are not acknowledging peers as younger people. These are my peers. I have watched Nicole go from here to her height and stand up. She was little when I met her. We played yesterday, Mr. Rodriguez, and he complimented me. You know, you get a compliment from a little kid, that's golden, okay? Now, let me share something else with you, and then I'm gonna stop. Stella Lass was a faculty member in the Newark school system. And I don't know whether Zachary, Evan, or Deb know this, but Stella Lass was the pianist at Shabazz. That's where I met her.
Yes.
Before this was here.
Yes.
Because I graduated from high school in '66. She used to go throughout the city and play the piano for the assemblies.
Lori should know. Lori,
Right?
I remember that.
And then Mr. Saunders, who people tell me I don't recall. But to be in this building with two icons in music is just, it's so wonderful. Wonderful, all right? So I have my own mission for the school. I've incorporated my brother Evan into it as well. We've tried to give some beauty to the building by putting flowers out, and we're going to do more. So when you see those flowers in next spring, me and Evan, we're doing it. The city's got to be beautiful, all right? But music is the thing that keeps what? Just think if there was some good music going between Russia and Ukraine. It would be a whole different world. That song at Disney, A Different World. It would be a whole different world because there would be harmony. So we as students, parents, alumni, etc. And as I have one other person sitting in front of me, Yvonne Anque, she's had artwork in this building. Another relative. Charles Kane, another relative. He's sitting back there. We all have great interest in the arts, whether it's musical or graphic, whatever kind of art it is. The Scott Anque family is part of Newark's music history. So if you didn't know that, and whatever I do every day, I teach. And I am a teacher, but I'm also a nurse first. So I try to teach something every day. We are part of Newark's music history.
Right.
A huge part of it. So our passion is really true. Without music, where are we? Where are we? You need it, whether it's rock, whether it's bop, whether it's rap, hip hop. It's beautiful. Gail Kushney-Bell sings. We got it all, the vocalist, she sings. They do Handel's Messiah in that church. It stopped because of COVID. But you want to hear an oratorio? That's an oratorio. With an orchestra group of musicians included. We need the music. And I hope you like what I do today. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is our director of the conservatory, Dr. Patricio Molina. He's a gifted and pianist and educator. He's a Yamaha artist, a dreamer since the age of 13. His accomplishments in the field of arts education have been recognized by the New Jersey Education Association and the Award of Excellence. He holds a Master's of Distinction from Manhattan School of Music, a doctorate in music of arts in piano performance, and a PhD in music composition. Dr. Molina.
The intro about music, you just put all the words about music. Right? Music is so important, and I'm glad that was recorded because I want to listen to it again and again and again. It's such an important thing. The first performance is by Luis Grado. Luis Grado is our graduating senior, and like many of our graduating students, some of them decide to go to study music in college, computer science and different things. Luis is going to continue his studies in music at Montclair State University. Well, next we have one of the nursery schools. Azaria started as a nursery student and quickly, she's so talented, so quickly began to rise in her proficiencies and made it into the conservatory program, and now she's at the top of our programs in the Carolla Scholarship. And she started so young, playing just broken scales, and now she's playing this really difficult, very expressive, very sophisticated music. So let's welcome us. Oh, and let me say one more thing about Azaria. So Azaria has been a champion of composers, Black women and women. And there's a composer from Princeton University Miss Dixon, who is writing a composition for Azaria that she's premiering at Princeton University. Zaria will perform two pieces, Surprise and Fairy Tale.
Thank you.
Azaria, how old are you now?
I'm 13.
13 years old. You know, it's amazing to see the journey of all of these students. You started here when you were like 9, right? 8? Yeah?
No, 9. Yeah.
9, yeah. So it's amazing to see this trajectory and see now you're gonna continue with us and you can see where the students are gonna end up in a way, right? Because we have, I'm so happy that Ekioma is here. So Ekioma, you wanna stand up for really quick? So Ekioma graduated last year and he's doing a computer science at MIT. Wow. Scholarship. Yeah. And he continues to do music, right? You're doing composition too. And I would love to hear some of that as well, you know. So it's amazing to see where they start and where they, end up going. And by the way, 100% of the students that go to the conservatory graduate and go to college. 100%. All right, so let's welcome Stanley. So Stanley, again, one of the first nurturing students, and he's also progressed, just like yes. Just like Azaria has been progressing, so much, and I'm happy to mention that starting in September next year, he's going to join us as a conservatory student. So very important to acknowledge that both Azaria and Stanley have been recipients of the Ursuleen A Scout Scholarship from the very beginning. One of the amazing things about this school is how you have students that are 1 year old, very young, and they're with family members, learning to do singing and dancing and percussion, and then you have the pre-college, the students from the conservatory, and then you have adults, right? And one of the oldest members or students that we have in the school is someone that you may know. Pamela.
And let me add this, because people always say, I'm too old to do music. If you can read and count, you can do it. With practice. Okay. Oh. So just keep that in mind.
one of the, by the way, thank you for the flowers. I didn't know that was you that planted all the flowers here. I love coming into the school and seeing all these beautiful flowers everywhere. So thank you for that. It's amazing, having music, being part of your life, right? Makes you appreciate beauty in a way, right? And I love that you're sharing not only the beauty of music, but also of nature with us. So thank you for doing that. Before we go into the intermission, we're gonna end with a performance from Gabriel Rodriguez. Come join us, Gabriel. So Gabriel is in the Suzuki class with all the string players here, right? So you're gonna see a Suzuki class is a great method for anybody that wants to start, the violin, right? To play the strings. It's a really good method, and there's a group class that you have between 5 and 20 students in one class learning how to perform these pieces. So Gabriel, performing Suzuki.
But if there's anyone that's leaving, please make sure that we get you in a picture. This is our time to let you know that there's a QR code in the program that can guide you to our giving page. We've broadcast the link into YouTube as well. Again, this is a fundraiser for scholarships for these students. Anyone leaving? No? Lori, would you like to say some words?
No, go to that QR code, donate that money, $1, $10, $100,000.
Yes.
My actors out there said to me this morning, I would like to know if you're keeping up with what's happening over the course of the event. We got to go back and see how the donations are coming in. So he said, I might want to give you $100,000. But anyway, this is the time to go technologically, go ahead and make those donations. Every penny counts, because you saw Zaria, you saw Stanley. We've been with them since they were young. This scholarship pays for people who have a desire. And Stanley's brother Zachary, I can't never forget his name, because there's my brother Zachary over there. He's playing guitar. We gotta just keep this going. And the other students who are gonna perform after this who are still on the agenda, we're so grateful. Give. Whatever you got, we'll take it.
Yes.
Please, take a break. Take a break and come right back. But don't take a break if you don't have to. And there's still refreshments in the back. If anybody needs to, get some snack.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Switch.
Miss.
Need that another break.
No, put on that chair.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Everybody good? Sippy soup or anything? How'd it break? Everybody's good?
You gotta take this as student. And now, I'm like, what?
I'm June too. I'm asking you if we showing up with you, how do you like it so far? We could do this up here. We could do this up here. Bigger and better. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for advice. So I hope to have no one more support with your work. Don't be mad at me. So this is my colleague, Martha Mockabee. He's the director of another community based on the secretary down here. He's my boss. You don't want me to say it.
Nice to meet you. This is my wife, Elise.
Thank you so much. Definitely put you on. I'm glad that you came because I think me, you, and Henry, we could sit and talk easily. But if you don't see it, then and this just means a lot to my family.
Sure. It's
If you got little ones, consider it home. Yeah, because consider it home. There's more here. This is not even more real here.
One.
They're asking you to get in the picture. Zach, trying to get you in the picture.
One, three.
Our grill has also been outside. So it's
That's what I'm saying.
We're back. The door will be closed. And Dr. Molina will continue with the musical performances.
All right, so let's welcome Anastasia Jones, who's going to perform "Embrace for You." Now, Anastasia has been in the program. She's also a nurturing student, and this is the first year that she is in the Corona program. And she's going to do her debut at NJ Pack next week. We're looking forward to that.
Embrace Above all, I want my arms around you. Don't be a daddy, baby. Come to mama, my sweet embraceable, my sweet embraceable, my sweet embraceable
All right, so the next performer is a colleague of Pamela. And Nicole, can you remind me how old you are? 13 years old. And Nicole auditioned for the Corona program and was accepted, so she's going to be joining the Corona program starting in September next year. right, so second to last performer, we're gonna go into a leyenda. We're gonna go to Spain with Albanese. So Albanese is a Spanish composer. You're gonna hear some of, the piano is kind of imitating the guitar sound. In Spain, the guitar is such an important instrument. But one of the cool things about the piano is that it can imitate almost any orchestra, right? Instrumental instruments. You can imitate the voice. You can make the piano sing. You can make the piano sound like a violin. And in this case, Sebastian's going to try to make the piano sound like a guitar. Let's welcome Sebastian. I mean, Spain is like so influenced by Arabic, right? Arabic influence, and you hear that. Right? It's like that influence. It's just Spain is music from Spain is so colorful and there's so much in it. You know, I love it. I love it. Before we do the last piece, I just want to thank Lori Scott Pickens and the family for making today possible, for all the scholarships that this program, this scholarship has provided opportunities for so many students. Earlier today, I got an email of somebody from Newark that is inquiring about the nurturing program. They want to join this. They know how prestigious this program is and where it takes the students. And we want to say yes to all of these people, right? We want to say yes to all of the students that are interested in pursuing their studies through the nurturing program and through this school. So thank you for making this possible. Thank you, Lori and the family, for this scholarship, for making so many of these students and for so many years possible for them to study here. And thank you for continuing this legacy so that we can continue to bring new students and help the students that we have here. So with that said, the last performance is by Chideha Osondu. And by the way, all the bios from the students, if you're interested to see it, it's a very short three sentences bios of all the students here in the program. And you're gonna see Chideha, winner of the Philadelphia Flute Society competition, which is really prestigious. Winner of the New York flute competition, the New Jersey flute competition, and she just doesn't stop. I mean, and how old are you now? 13 years old. So we have a you want to do it?
Can she move on?
Yeah.
This way.
when she didn't even know what to do with that. She's come a long way, and what Patricio, he didn't share was that she's been to Australia representing the North School of the Arts. So, parents who have performed today and hanging here, God bless you, and who hung in here till the end. So thank you to all of you over here. Zari and Zachary and Stanley, though. I want to thank all of you for coming. So many of you sitting in this audience today have supported the Ursuleen A. Scott Scholarship Fund from the very beginning. And so we really appreciate it. What I want to do, because we're live, I'm going to ask my brother Zachary, my brother Evan, my sister Pam, who I forgot earlier, I dare not do that again, my niece Peyton, my niece Trish, otherwise known as Baby Ganine, my nephew Minaj. I'm going to ask you all to come up front to just say thank you as we stand here and we're live and we're getting ready to close out. Just come on up. So you know when you have an older sibling, and I'm in the middle, so you know I have issues. But when your older sibling says something, it says that something else needs to be said, you respect it and acknowledge it. But what I want to tell you is that the people standing here before you are a representative of a larger group of the Ursuleen A. Scott family. And here we are today. And we all have sisters by the misters in this room. We all have brothers by the mothers. Back there, the Bob Sanders, Charlene Ellis, we do. But these are the descendants of Ursuleen A. Scott. So with that, I'm going to shut up because Pamela has something to say.
So I just want to add one other thing that I forgot to say earlier, and that is this. Not only are we taught to play the instruments, we are taught the theoretical components of learning music. So we're also taught to read the music, to learn the difference, as my mother used to get me good when I would practice, the difference between a sharp, a flat, and a natural. Because reading music is such an important thing. It's okay to play by ear, but reading music is so very important, so important. So I would like to share with this group and the audience that this school also promotes that type of education as part of your learning the instrument. It's not just you're learning the instrument, you must learn the theoretical components. It's essential, it's part of your education, as it should be. Thank you.
And there's refreshments left in the back that I'm not trying to take home. But please go back and help yourself with water or whatever you'd like. But thank you so much for coming today. And we're going to do this again the same time next year. Right? This is an annual event. We're going to be figuring out whether Sunday is a good day or whatever. But it would not have been possible without you. Sharon, I say family, friends and family. This would not have been possible without you. Thank you all for coming. And for those of you who are online, thank you for watching and continue to support. You have till June 30th. You can continue to give the entire month of June. So, make your donations and we will